Alright, so anyway. Last time we wrapped up necessary events.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I got distracted by dialogue, and now it's new content time. Let's go.
Oh, new content?
Oh, that's what that
What does
says.
that mean, new content?
Means content that is new, narrator. Oh no, the Abyss note. What on earth is this?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable
Hello,
Ultra
different
Deluxe.
disembodied voice than normal.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Oh my.
The Stanley
How
Parable
fancy.
Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting
More
audiences the world
smiley
over.
face game. Oh, that's crazy.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Aren't we all, Mr. Narrator?
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special
Hell
yet,
yeah.
but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Yes.
Is it broken? What's
the
going
elevator.
on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Or, oh,
I think that's
there
the
we go.
idea. Oh.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Alright, let's do it. I am ready to go. Indeed.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay.
I love
Let's
his
see
way
the
of
content.
speaking.
Give me the content, Stanley.
Ooh, stop being weird. That sounded creepy. The jump circle.
All right.
Circle for jump.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Yes. 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 Well,
Is that it?
yeah.
Surely that's not all the new content.
Boing,
There has to be something
boing,
else, right?
Boing, 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 boing. Boy, I sure do love leaping. Hopping is my passion, you see. Ever since the age of 7, I have become addicted to the jump. Not the grind, but the leap. Well, I guess I'm in jump debt now. I'm gonna get attacked by jump loan sharks. Really? Okay, cool. Elevator.
Goodness, another elevator.
My
Stanley,
gosh.
I have to say,
So nice I had to do it
initial impressions
twice.
of this game are not positive. It's just
Oh.
elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new
Yes.
content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary.
Please
There's
do.
20
That sounds
hours of
fire.
new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion.
Yes.
You could put that on the box.
Go
the
ahead.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good.
Yeah, it's quality.
I knew there had to be something else.
Yeah, you never
Let's see
doubted
it.
them.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Unless it's bad, in which case you are not prepared. It's fascinating.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley?
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fanbase rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended. I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. They could never have lived up to such expectations.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game? And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Sure,
No
why not end this
frills,
episode of
no
Rambles
gimmicks.
on a high
Just
point?
you and me having a great time together.
Yeah,
like
me and you,
always.
good buddies,
What
good
do you
pals.
say, friend?
Yeah, good, yes sir, friend. After all, we are friends. He's never tried to kill me.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Maybe I can fall in those boxes.
Whoops! Looks like I was.
Oh, I broke my leg. This is not what. Wait a minute. I'm going up here.
Come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Bro, you are the loudest whisperer in the history of whispering. What is this? Oh, my ankles.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
Bro, you didn't
But it
have to
got
do
me
it like
thinking
that.
about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone.
Oh, I
It's
like
where
the
I've been
Memory
storing
Zone.
all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Oh, the Memory Zone is
Experiences
cool.
like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Yes, that is very good.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone
Yes.
remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable
Yes.
was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember
All
back
right,
in
got
October
it.
of
Just sensing some
2013 when
hostility.
the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Man, he's better. Yeah, but I need this picture just in my life. It's amazing, and I love it. It's got awards. It's got good times. It's got a mug that says 1951, weirdly enough. Oh, yes, a singular dollar bill. There he is, George Washington, the GOAT, some may say. Unachievable. Go outside. Nominee. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Los Angeles Times. New video game releasing today. Creator surprisingly down to earth. Alright, okay. There's Mariella, that fiendish villain. Yo. It's so pretty and sweet, and I love it. And what's this? Loving memory, little Stanley. Oh, little Stanley.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
He quotes.
"Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created.
I did.
That's
I saw
how
it.
grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Yes.
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them.
Those
And
are all
now
of the games.
It's nothing.
Yeah,
It's no
that's
games
sad.
at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Who doesn't love some elevator content? The original remake. There he is. That's Stanley. And there's Stanley and Mariella, that traitorous.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly
9.
stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
You know,
It
I
didn't
have
need
to agree.
anything else. It didn't need new content.
Bicycle.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But
I
I
would've
wouldn't
cackled.
give to go back, to have it all over again.
I would have cackled if he said the word sigh. Knowing your city, that's a chicken.
I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
I don't feel like
What's
not
this? What's
remembering
down
a
here?
part of the memory
Oh,
zone makes
no,
sense.
God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online store for
Pressurized
computer
Gas!
games. I haven't looked at these in years.
You
I
can't
can't even
say
imagine what's
Steam.
been
What is
collecting down
this?
here. Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion.
Completion.
The narrator is
narrator.
obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine
You
where I'd
know,
have the room to
you're
stick
right.
them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
I mean, you can be.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
I mean, I made the Narambles
This is
joke.
actually quite
So.
shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You
Terse.
can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
No.
Like I let these people down.
Not
Perhaps
everyone's
the
going to be
Stanley
happy.
Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I love the word sterling. It's such a good one.
What's this one got to say?
Cookie 9.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
This is the definition of
What if it means we can
Narambles.
strike these negative reviews from the record?
No.
Only positive reviews of the Stanley.
Jeez, what
That's
on
my motto
earth?
today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes,
Bro.
a skip button we shall have.
The narrator might just be God. Like, how did he pull that one off? Alright, well, I love that he has this immense building he drug from the sea and then a plank to get in. What a guy.
And here it is.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Go
whoa,
ahead
whoa.
and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant
Narrator,
droning
narrator.
starts to bore
I just
you
saw
with
the
just
inky
the push
void.
of a button, you'll have zipped right past
Narrator,
it. It's
narrator.
what the players have been asking for.
Narrator,
And I'm
I can
very
just
proud
turn
to
you
have been
down.
given.
I can, look,
This
literally
is the
right
story.
here.
No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people.
Yeah, okay,
And if
man.
the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun
All right,
an
bro. I can
interminable
role play.
monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working
Okay,
backwards,
skipping
deduction,
now.
therefore... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and
At
lengthy
least he knows.
ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
I'm about to pull out the
Of course,
Narambles
I
joke.
happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description
Here
of
we
it,
go.
but if I had to describe it,
I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
A manifesto, you say?
Very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, that by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being. Then by making no choices,
Outlandish.
are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of
Erecting?
time a
Skipping
monument to
now.
every- Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on.
Well,
here,
there's
didn't you?
sport.
But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption,
Don't do
it's
it again,
right
I
at
will
your
press it.
fingertips to go poof, and it's all over.
Oof. Can I get that sound effect for the
I can't wait
button?
to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least
Cookie
change
9,
some of the
the goat.
wording, perhaps.
Is Cookie 9 a real
Honest,
person?
I don't even know
I
if
hope
one
so.
can change their review in the first place. I guess
Oh,
I should
no.
become better educated on how exactly
gonna happen
pressurized
again.
gas works.
Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely.
I doubt
Or perhaps
it.
they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review.
Yeah,
So that
alright.
the feature is not
Okay, yeah, you're going on and on and on and bye-bye.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Oh,
That
no.
last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45
30,
minutes.
45 minutes?
Unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about.
All
I know,
right.
it's shocking, isn't it? But
I
at
mean,
any
yes,
rate,
really.
I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Alright, let me
I
out.
think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated.
You're
and we
right.
can say goodbye to it and just... Wait. How do we get out of here?
I was
Where
about
did
to
the
ask.
door go?
I don't
Wasn't there
know.
a
It was
door that
there,
led into
but
this
now it
room?
isn't. I
I
think
do
so.
feel quite certain that there was one here.
There might have
before.
been. I do
How
believe there
else would
was.
we have gotten into the room in the first place?
I don't know.
don't
That's a good
think
question.
one can enter a room without a door of some sort.
I mean, you
or
could
a
use the
window or
vent
something
or...
like that. Do you see a
Yeah,
window
exactly.
anywhere? A porthole?
I mean, I see that
A
vent.
sufficiently large crack in the wall? There was a door here before, wasn't there?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was
swear
right
there
here,
was.
and you went
Where
through
did
it, and it was a
go?
door.
Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall?
Yeah, okay, me and my
Is
plus
there any
97
possibility that you could,
biceps are just
say,
gonna...
slam your body into the wall until enough damage is
Ow.
done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all.
I mean, I'm working on it.
I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button.
I'm gonna press
Got it?
the hell out of the
Yes,
skip button.
good. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna violate the skip button. Hey. You know, you bring us up a good point. I think I'm gonna push it.
Stanley!
What?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
12?
You've just been frozen there. I
thought you were gonna go get a
steps are getting
door.
longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone.
You
It's
really?
completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle.
I
I've
mean,
checked
I
every
know.
one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley.
How,
There's
bro?
No door. There's just you and the button.
Can't you make
and if
a door?
keep
You made the
pressing it,
room.
I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley.
How?
can't
You
touch
made it.
And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again.
Oh,
Why
that
would
makes
you?
sense.
I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise.
You
Oh,
can't.
my God. And it's all because of those reviews.
Okay.
Those
Reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am, and fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone can say. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and
They become as
Going away
unteachable.
now.
Oh, Stanley. You're
Oh
back.
my.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week?
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time.
That's a
just
long
sitting
time to be sitting
Not
here.
a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close.
it
because
isn't?
I know you can't
Oh,
hear me
okay.
once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing
To
that
save
I needed
episode
to know
5
that
of Nay
someone was
Rambles, I'm
listening.
going now.
I
Goodbye.
needed there to be a-
Bye bye. Going now. Hello? Narrator. Are you there? Oh. Hey, pal? Buddy, old chum? Sport? Okay. Alright, don't like it here. Do not like it here. Push the thing. Push it.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said,
Narrator. Okay, this is spooky. The clock fell off the wall. It's not doing time anymore. I'm afraid.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Skipping now.
A
little bit drafty in here. Seems to be a bit of a leak. Leak in the pipes, maybe. Alright, almighty skip button, save me. That is not what saving me means. Oh my, it's bright out there. Good evening, I say to the sun. Nope, that's green. There's some birds out there. Birds, save me. Can you just imagine Stanley's beard by this point? You know that man is packing to some mountain man levels. Just Rip Van Winkle at this point. Okay, everything's dead. That's about right. Save me! Now it's quiet. And dark. And lonely. But I have power, so goodbye. Oh. No, the skip button, they killed him. Oh. Yeah, sorry, I guess I'll be seeing you. Oh, skip button. Oh, my. Oh, by the way, narrator's dead. That man hasn't spoken in 36 years. It's amazing. The room is just destroyed. There's a desert. And I'm alone. Pain, if you will. Here comes the... Oh, I can't sing that. I mean, you get it. I was gonna say... Ah! What was that? No. What? No. What? No. What?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being. It was incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite. For the longest time, this was my experience. And then this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well. Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.